She just wants to visit. She just wants to visit.
Why?
Well, she just wants to visit the room. Hello, guys. Good evening. Actually, it's already morning. Welcome to our January 22nd episode of our daily stock market insights. And we are going to review how the market performed today. And we'll review your favorite stocks one by one. Right? So let me first invite our friends here. Just 1 second. We'll share. Okay, let's start then. Testing. Okay, start. All right, let's start with PSEI. Okay, well, I don't normally use the other indicators, so let me just clean this up a bit. Okay, okay, PSEI. Okay, so we are currently sitting at a possible support for PSEI, and right now, let me see over here. There used to be a support in this area, so let me plot that over here. Okay, reason why I said that, it's because you had some consolidation happening right here, and in today's market you actually ended with a doji, and when you have something like that, normally you will experience a change in the direction soon. So in this case, I might have to say, just in any case you will experience some more dips in the coming days. It will just be very very minimal, as I feel that we are already at a cheap level for the index. So what does this imply when we say PSEI, when we say index? It is actually a representation of the top companies here in the Philippines. So if you have something like this, chances are most of these companies are also heading the same direction. It is also possible that, uh, given this, that for the past 3 days it's dipping, then most likely your JFC is also dipping because JFC is one of the companies listed in the index. However, look at this. So index is already giving us some possible signs of a bounce. So let us now see if JFC is also showing the same pattern. Well, for me, it's still a wait and see for JFC. It might dip a little further, uh, unless this is now going to become a higher low. Okay, so but I'm still very conservative, and I still want us to just prepare just in case this continues to dip, because what I see here is that this used to be your support over here, and it has actually revisited that support. So if in case it continues to dip, it might touch that level again before it goes up. Okay, so that is JFC. What about BPI? BPI is also listed in the index. For BPI, yeah, a little, somehow I'm a little bullish, but again, we don't just get in a particular stock when we see that it's already cheap. We wait till we see a confirmation. That's always the rule of thumb here. We want to see a confirmation. So this one right here, you already have some advanced signals from your RSI, correct? So if you have that, then chances are if this will dip, it will just dip very, very minimal before it goes up. So what we expect here to see is that let's wait first for a green engulfing candlestick before it, before we say it was already a confirmed bounce. Because right now I still see that we ended outside of the Bollinger Band. Therefore, it might dip a little, just a little. So uh, given that you will be let's say there will be an opportunity to buy, or yeah, to enter at a much cheaper price, then that would be a much greater plan. So let's still wait and see. Normally it doesn't really move um, a lot. You will only have to 2%, 3% the most on a daily basis. So let's just hold on to our buying power first before we take action. SMPH. SMPH. Okay, SMPH looks like it is starting to show or manifest a bounce for SMPH. It did not reach the bottom that we have plotted today, so it just stopped right there and then starts to move above. And I would have to say that could also mean that there is a possible bounce happening soon. So let us see, because right now, if this will bounce, the nearest resistance now this time around, we'll check resistance. If that's the case, the nearest resistance is 41.32. Let's check out AGI. AGI still doing a flat line movement, so I feel that it will still continue to move sideways before it gives you a nice bounce over here. But look at his overall performance. Still at a very cheap level. There's a 16 hours ago there was a share buyback uh, announcement, so I suggest we all read that because there might be some significant news around it. Okay, so let's see what's influencing a flatline movement for AGI. Yeah, it's just that I cannot open it. When I open the news, there is a pop-up box. So I highly encourage that you guys take a look at that and see price per share, details, buyback, price per share, number of shares, $10, 10 pesos and 96 cents. Okay. So when you say share buyback, that means, from what I understand, if a company feels that their stock price is undervalued, meaning they know the capabilities of, their future plans, their financials. They know that they have strong financials and they see that the market price at the moment for their company is really cheap, then normally that's when share buyback happens. Just feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I understood it. Okay, now let's go back to the next stock. Um, the next one is ISM. Let's take a look at ISM. Okay, ISM is very near your next possible support, which is, of course, your uh, MA20. So let us see if it will continue to give us a positive movement when it reaches MA20, which is around 3 pesos and 60 cents. Let's see if that line will not be broken. Okay, so the moment we start moving above the MA20 line, then chances are most of the action will then be around that area, moving upwards. Because overall, look at that. You are very near the bottom. That means it will most likely stabilize in the area before it continues to go up. Okay, next one is, I have a watch list here. I'm still trying to figure out where I can get to share this. There's something's wrong with copy. Let me just share this in our Instagrams page. We are live and you are invited. Let's see if this will work. Post. Okay, looks like that should work. And the next one is MRC. I know there are a few of us or who are also. Oh, this is a bearish signal. Okay, so we were right the first time when we saw this red candlestick ending inside the Bollinger Band. So we felt that this stock will rust, and it indeed rusted. So let us see if it will bounce around this level. Let's see if it will bounce in that area. Okay, I have a feeling it will continue to go down and test probably around your 0.22 level. Let's check the others. I wonder why I shared the link in my Instagrams. I shared this live stream, but it's not playing. Okay, watcher. So we talked about JFC a little bit. Have we? Okay, we did. ATN. ATN is about to give us. I think this is already a bounce. It just confirmed a support right at the area where it is at right now. So I think the next possible move would be on the upside. Look at that. Most of the action is really right there within the area. So I feel that yes, more positive moves in the coming days for ATN. Then the only thing that we need to check is, of course, there. Okay. Somehow there's a news, but if I click this, it will not display. So I'd like to encourage everyone to read the news and find out what is happening. Let's let me just verify. Sorry about the noise, everyone. Uh, Probably there's someone outside our house. Dogs are barking. Okay. So this time around, let's check all stocks and let's filter according to the highest trade, and then we'll work our way downwards. Okay, let me just click these, copy. Uh, f- there. Let me also share this in our Facebook page. Let's see. Okay. So just continue to drop a comment if you have some requests. And chat settings, live chat. Okay. We are stock market insights for January 22, 2020. Hello, Paulo. Good morning. AXLM, Fruit Tech, and MVT. Okay, let us do that. I Let me know if the audio is okay, alright? So AXLM first. Oh, nice jump. I would have to say I would assume that we will have some more bullish movements for this stock, just in case the market gives you a chance right at the 3.18 level, or even up to 3.20. That's already a good area to try out. Okay, because the reason why I said that is this used to be your previous resistance, so chances are some people will take profit, and the moment it reaches that area, you might encounter or see some recovery in price, and it will most likely bounce somewhere, because this is your first trigger. Remember, in this area it was doing just flat line, and your Bollinger Band is already constricted. So this is a good catch actually, and your volume here has there's a significant change in volume. People feel that it's attractive. So um, just watch out and make sure you're able to watch the market. When it dips, that will be your opportunity. And fruit. Hmm, stock. My chart got distorted. I'm going back to the chart section, 1 second. Sorry the noise. I don't know who is outside. Fruit. Okay. As for fruit, guys, I think you already are stretched on the upside, and I feel that uh, you will most likely encounter some more bearish movements, this stock might rest for a while. And if in case it will partially rest, I would say the next possible area to really monitor, as it might be a possible area of bounce, that would be around 150 to 151 pesos area. Okay, so I feel that it will dip a little before we see some change in direction. Tech. Okay, same. Tech is going to rest, and let us see if, well, this is the first area. That's the first area that I see right now because of this level where you had previous support. You did some flat line there and then it got broken. So that support will be tested once again. And let us see if it will bounce. Otherwise, you have to find again another area. Um, or sometimes people will just do this. Oops. So I find the lowest point, and if I only use the body, then above here I only use the body as well. Okay, so we are correct in the first area we plotted. That will be 10.07, and then if that gets broken, the next line you will monitor closely would be 8.85, then 7.85, and the lowest it could dip is right at your MA20 line. If it gets broken further, then I would have to say you will be extra careful because that will already signify that the downtrend is not over yet. Okay, so MBT. I see you, Kid, Krista, Ginaris. Good evening. Yes, I'll check out JGS and GFC for you. Tech and MBT. I hope you guys have already subscribed to our channel here in YouTube. That will really inspire me to continue whatever I'm doing because I know that there are people who are supporting our channel and are looking forward to our insights every day. Okay, so take a look at this. I feel that this stock still respects your MA20, and it even has a tendency to overshoot to the upside. But this overall, I don't really have a solid conviction that it will change in direction. Okay, so it might even go back. Oh, we're actually very near, you know. Look at that. I was looking at this area. This area over here being a resistance, solid resistance right there. This one here, a little overshoot here, but still it's an area. So I would have to say if the market gives you a chance around 63.71, because probably some people will take profit. 63 to 64 level, in case it dips up to that level, I would have to say maybe we can already give it a try. Okay, so I stand corrected. When I did a back testing, I found that this area is a resistance, previous support, previous support. So it will just revisit that area, and it actually did. So we're just trying our, and we're just anticipating that some people will take profit, and then it will dip a little bit. Okay. Next would be, so did we talk about, okay, that's for MBT. Let's go check out JGS. So JGS is, well, I would have to say because we were on a steady increase or a steady bull run in the previous months, I would have to say the overall sentiment will most likely be on a downtrend. So, when it is on a downtrend, sometimes there will be breathe or waves. In the same manner, when it goes up, there are also waves. So I would have to say, probably, I just feel that we are going to have something like this. Goes down, goes up a little bit, goes down lower low, and then lower high, and then continue to dip. Okay? And at the moment, your RSI over here, we do not have any concrete message yet that it will change its direction. Just want to check if our uh, invite to our Instagrams has successfully posted. Next one would be all stocks still. So already, okay, I'll go back to JFC because this is a highly requested stock. And I'd say we are not yet done with the downtrend for JFC. Reason being is when we saw this line touching the MA20 line, it acted as a ceiling and that there was a rejection that happened. So I feel that we will continue to dip. Now the big question is where will it potentially drop? I mean bounce. So I saw an area. This used to be a support and this used to be a support. So it could probably just move up to here. Okay. Okay, so I have a feeling around 201.69 could be an area to try out. Let's continue. So where you did, okay, let's check out Ali. Okay, Ali is already at the oversold level, and that's a promising candlestick, even though we're not out of the woods yet because we have not engulfed the red candlestick. So chances are, well, I have a much stronger feeling that it will continue to move up, but let us see if it will stabilize first, because this thing can also happen, right? We really thought that it is going to go up. But what's interesting is that the volume this time around uh, is much higher than the previous one. So many people feel that this is already at a very cheap level. Okay, if you want, you can even wait till it reaches your 38.21 level again. We did not, it actually around 38 pesos area. That thing was very near the area today. You almost just hit it. We did tech, we also did BPI. BPI still showing this thing outside of the Bollinger Band, so stay away for now. MWC. MWC is currently creating a support at the MA20 line. So I would have to say with this kind of dip, and check first, by the way. Check the news because it will dictate what company you will engage in. Now, second thing, if you read the news and you see that there's no bad catalyst or no, bad news, I mean, around this particular stock, then I would have to say this is already a good sign that it will um, continue to move up because you are already sitting at the MA20 level. So that's a good one. Hi Trinidad. Apple. Okay, let's check out Apple for you. Nice one. What was the first one again? There was this other stock that was it fruit or tech or AXLM? Hold on, just a second. AXLM, Apple, almost the same look. Okay, but um, this one is just check out the background of this company. Okay, because normally we don't have a lot of volume for this kind. So, but then again, your candlestick is very promising. Maybe if it gives you a chance around 0.75, 0.75 level. Because I have a feeling some people will, like what I mentioned in the previous talk, some people will take profit and then see if they will, if the market gives you a chance at that area. But this constricted Bollinger Band, right away when you see that, chances are you'll have a an outburst of movement. It's either on the upside or downwards. But in this case, it went to the upside. So more and more movements around that will happen soon. Okay, what is next? I talk about what about sun? Sun, be extra careful. This is a bearish candlestick. You might continue to dip and touch this level once again. Okay, 1.58 level. Next would be, okay, what about your C? Come on, your C. It's still running low. Okay, I don't like it when it's so slow. Okay, so your C. Okay, I think URC has just created a brand new wave for some reason. Okay, this I feel is their support right here. My mouse is acting up. That should be around 151.40 level. Okay, so I think that I'm just having some technical difficulties, but my last stock that I have just reviewed was URC. And URC for now, I'd say the area to watch out for would be 151 point, 151 level, because this is trying to make an attempt, uh, creating a brand new wave for this stock. Because overall, you are at a very um, not very cheap, but a level where price is very, very much justified. It's reasonable. Okay. In the meantime, I think I'd like to probably exit for now and thank you guys for joining. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, this will be your chance. Please do subscribe, Miss JD. And yeah, that is your way of supporting our advocacy. We're just here to share our thoughts, our insights, uh, and then the rest I leave it up to you. How committed are you in learning the stock market? So that would mean any additional uh, learning hours would be great. And what's important is uh, I'm here to help. Okay, so go ahead and also do your assignment. Study, study, study. Try it out. You can do a virtual trading, or you can use your own money to trade. It's all up to you. Okay, but please do subscribe, and thank you, and bye bye for now.